Coronavirus. Well, good morning. Good morning. My mum, the 70 plus year old, suggested that I keep a diary, so this is my diary. This is me driving to work in Italy in lockdown. There's very, very few cars. I haven't seen one yet. Normally it's difficult to get out on the street. The coronavirus is all around us. What day is it? It's the 23rd of March 2020. It's 2 degrees and it's about 7:45 in the morning. I'm going to start work at 8 in the vineyard. I'm have been pruning the grapevines of Cesare and the Levi vineyard. 20 hectares of grapes. Small team of 4. Normally we would all pile in the back of Cesare's car and he would drive us there at breakneck speed. But the authorities have banned more than 2 people in a car. There must be one driver and the other person in the back. So that's a bit of a laugh. Everyone being chauffeur driven around. But Stefania, who works for a cooperative, is working from home half a day. So I get to use her car, which is great. Means I've got a deck chair in the back of the car. And no trouble with my lunch. In fact, I warmed my lunch the last couple of days on the dash of the car in the sunshine. It's been beautiful. It's a very windy path to this. Well, you can't really see it, can you? Never mind. This is just the first one. We'll see how in fact, if I put this on YouTube, I could do these live, and this could be a live stream. But before you can do live streams, you need 1,000 subscribers, and I've only got 700 odd on one channel and 2 on another. So I need some more subscribers. So if you want to subscribe to see, if you want to see live stuff, just subscribe. And once I get to 1,000 subscribers, I can actually do this every morning live. Not that anyone would want to see that, but oh, there you go. First car of the day. I'll take it out of I'll take the phone out and give you a little bit of a pan around at some stage. Yeah, lockdown. So supermarkets are normally open and I'm allowed to go to that supermarket there, the Co-op, and the Poli just over the other side there, and there's another shop that's sometimes open. Meat shops all open. Anyone that supplies food is open. Tobacconists, essential supplies, they're all open. But cafes are shut, restaurants are shut. There's a surprising number of businesses that are kind of open, but just not shops. You're not allowed to go shopping. A lot more traffic around here. 3 cars. Oh, there's someone walking their dog. Go home, stay the casa. Yeah, up in the fields, in the 20 hectares amongst the vines, on Friday there was, in fact 2 or 3 days last week, the volunteer fire brigade runs around with megaphones on the roof going, emergency, coronavirus, and advising people to stay inside, not gather together. Now that's the funniest thing, because we're outside, working, and we're getting told to go home. And so Davide and I were having a bit of a laugh at the time, and then I'm listening to Brian FM. Oh! Ciao Cesare! Cesare? Oh well, that was Cesare. And it turns out I'm not needed on the vines. Wonderful. He'd rather I was at home working on the website. So we'll just do a quick Yui and go back home. It's always a joy. So at home is the family and the full extended family. Stefania's parents, the noni, Mima and Nerio. Nerio is our biggest concern because he's been a pack-a-day smoker his whole life, and he's in his 70s, or almost 60. No, he's 70th the other day, I think. And he's on heaps and heaps of medication, lots and lots of meds. And so if he was to get this coronavirus, the outcome would not be good. And so the kids haven't been to school for a couple of weeks, which means basically the oldies become babysitters, which has got to be one of the biggest problems of closing schools. Because when you close schools, the kids go home and they become vectors. But then even, you know, it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other, isn't it? Because if you let them go to school, they're more likely to get it and then take it home to the grandparents. So that was someone stressed. I like to give people smiles and waves everywhere you go, but good God, most people are a bit down in the dumps. Hey, the best saying I heard yesterday was a man in the West goes, "Panic, panic! Everything's out of control." And then the Buddhist monk says, "Relax, because everything's out of control." That's my pearl of wisdom. I'm loving that one. And now I've got someone following me, so I'm going to have to drive like a crazy man. So Adriano, woo, that's a big truck. Okay, that might do. I don't know how often I'll do these. I might do a few. In fact, if I could do one a day, it might be interesting, just to let you know how things are going. How did it start though? It all started with people in Lombardia and down in the south on the plains, and we felt really remote and didn't think anything would happen. You know, because the skeptic in me says, you know, everything's a beat up at the end of the day. I was blaming it on media and politicians, because politicians want to score points. Well, they're not really score points, but they just don't want to be seen to be doing the wrong thing. And so therefore they tend to be a little bit overcautious. And this lockdown, that's what I thought it was, you know. And then you get all of the you know, the Russian trolls and the people trying to upset the West, and with lies and exaggeration on the internet and fake news and all of that. I hate using that term. I mean, fake news is just lies, isn't it, at the end of the day? So it was going to be pretty dramatic, and we thought we were okay. And then what they did was they had a bit of a lockdown and said, you know, no one go to work. And all those people, well, a heap of people from the south came flooding up the valley to go freaking skiing. So they, you know, there was photographs and video online of hundreds of people all queuing up to get bloody ski passes, all from the south. Everyone came out to go skiing, and then whammo, you know, the Valrendana has heaps of cases, and it all stemmed from there. And that was just one example nearby. They also came up to Trento and all sorts of places, just to get away from those filthy stinking plains. I think I'm allowed to call it that because I live in the mountains. Here we are in Comagello. Looks like it might even snow later. It feels like snow. It might be a bit late. They said it was going to snow yesterday and it didn't. But it feels like snow. So anyway, I'm back home now, and I'll do another one of these tomorrow. And don't forget, if you want me to do them live, I need 1,000 subscribers to do that.